you would seriously pay $500 for a machine just to play Fight Night?
Yeah. Are you insane?
I used to play Fight Night so much, my thumbs get calluses, bro.
Yeah, Fight Night.
I was one of the top ranked players in 360, bro. Like have you ever played Fight Night?
PC,
have you ever? No, it wouldn't come to PC. It wouldn't come to PC.
Yeah, it wouldn't come to PC.
It's an EA Sports game. It wouldn't come.
I wasn't that into it. I was more playing what was the name of that other fighting game?
Fight Night needs to come back too because it's the stream era. Are you knocking niggas out on Twitch, bro? That shit would be so fire, bro. Talking shit on the mic. That game needs to come back, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes, absolutely.
I'm telling you, like maybe because you didn't get into it, but once you understand the intricacies of the sweet science, bro, maybe that's what it is.
I never played it because I was too busy playing Def Jam. I was too busy playing that. I wasn't.
Nigga, you really comparing Fight Night? That's how I know you was trash.
I'm not comparing it. I'm saying
you're looking a little funny in the light, my guy.
I'm not comparing it. I said that's what I was playing as a kid.
A cartoon
I wasn't
fighter.
playing Fight Night. I was playing Def Jam.
Comparing a cartoon fighter to a real nigga shit.
Fight Night was that shit, boy.
It's the same thing as me saying I was playing Gears. I wasn't playing Uncharted when I was younger. It's the same thing. It was like it was just simply what I had at the time. I just didn't have Fight Night.
Sounds like you slept, boy. Because Fight Night was that shit, boy. Fight Night was so fire that UFC came out when Fight Night was out, and niggas was like, okay. Niggas hit that Waka Flocka meme like, okay. Niggas, we still play Fight Night.
Because that wasn't exclusive.
Nigga, EA Sports. What are you talking about?
So EA Sports, yeah. The same EA Sports, that's working on that did live, right? The same one.
No, the EA Sports.
You really think they're gonna produce
EA Sports is a brand, but they have like different studios under that same name.
But it's still the publisher.
There's like EA Sports, Tibion, and
but it's still the publisher. We talked the same thing with BioWare. It don't matter. It's EA.
EA also makes FIFA, which is the biggest game in the world. So
Thank you.
FIFA's all
FIFA is fire. What are you talking about?
FIFA's full of microtransactions and pack openings. What are you talking about?
But the base game you can still play. That's just there if you want to do that shit.
It's full of play to win microtransactions in the game.
Play to win.
2K is the exact same thing.
What's the last FIFA you bought?
If you think for a second, I played over a friend's house. If you think for a second,
my god!
If you think for a second that you think Fight Night with EA under the helm is going to be like, yeah, that shit's gonna be fire. Like, come on,
what kind of microtransactions do you think they're gonna put in the game that would ruin it? You get more powerful punches by donating or something.
You get more gloves, boy.
All they could do is cosmetics. All they could do is cosmetics.
No, I honestly wouldn't put it past them if they try to copy Injustice system. I bet you Injustice is gonna have microtransactions for those.
So you think Fight Night Online is gonna be Floyd Mayweather with super armor on and shit like that? That's what you think?
No, I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a character that you're gonna play with online, right? Like a customizable character, and you're gonna have to grind them through.
Nobody. This is how I know you don't play Fight Night. Nobody plays online with customizable characters.
It has nothing to do with that. I'm saying in the modern gaming market, they are going to market that because it is EA. They are going to do that to your game. They did it to Mass Effect. They do it to all these games. It doesn't matter how you had it as a kid. This is 2017, and that is how it's gonna work in this world. So marketing-wise, how they're gonna make money off it, they're going to do that. So that's why a lot of people get pissed off when their favorite games come back and they're not like the original games that they loved as a kid. It's just like Star Wars Battlefront. They're gonna do the exact. I'm telling you this off of personal experience. It is not gonna be as fire as you think it's gonna be, and you're gonna be very upset about it.
What are we talking about right now? They haven't even confirmed the game, and y'all talking about a game that hasn't.
I'm telling you. I'm speaking from experience of what EA has done consistently. There is a track record of what EA has done. We're
talking. You're comparing Star Wars Battlefront to a sports simulator.
I'm experiencing your past nostalgia of them bringing a game back that you like as a kid, modernizing it, and then realizing it's not going to be that good.
Bro, Fight Night came out. The last Fight Night came out when I was fucking graduating high school, nigga. What are you talking about as a kid?
Fight Night Champion.
Thank you.
What was the good one?
Nigga,
every Fight Night was good.
Every Fight Night was fire.
Yeah. Every Fight Night was good. You're bugging, bro. Every Fight Night is great.
I doubt every single Fight Night was
Shut up, Ethos, bro. If you wasn't, but you never played it.
You sound like the comment section. We're telling you we played the game, and you're like, I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yo, I've never played the game, but it's not fire.
I told you.
Hey, I don't watch your videos, but here's some critiques.
I said I played over a friend's house. I just told you that.
I thought you said FIFA.
Nigga, boy, your audio ain't
I play both. No, I play both. Like for example, I'm not using a review to just say it,
nigga,
but I'm pretty sure
playing
if I
Fight Night at a friend's house and getting your shit rocked is not the same as having a game.
I'm telling you, I could bet you if I put up every Fight Night and I just check just an average of how the reviewers felt, the critics felt about it, I bet you not all of them are gonna have 9s and 10s and tell you that it's the greatest game of all time. For you, you might have enjoyed it, but I doubt all of them are just the pinnacle of fighting games. I highly doubt that. You gonna tell me that?
What does their opinion have to do with mine?
But, exactly. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're arguing me. You're trying to say that what I'm saying.
But not only that.
Shit, where I'm just like it doesn't.
No. But not only that. Okay, so then let me counter your argument with this. If a new Madden comes out every year,
yeah,
all they do is refine upon what they already have. Nigga, there's not much shit that can change about fucking football. There's not much shit that can change about fucking boxing. So you're telling me that every year, if they keep doing the same shit, the game's gonna get worse and worse and worse? No, nigga, it's the same thing. They just keep refining and tweaking and things like that. It's the same thing with Fight Night. The game isn't gonna get better and better. I'm pretty sure those scores are consistent across the board. I could see Fight Night probably having like 8s or 9s across the board from the very jump, bruh. Because it was good when it started, and it was good in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying modern day, it's not gonna be good. Like I'm telling
you.
Nigga,
like, but you don't know because you don't. Boy, I'm done.
He went chill. He played it at a friend's house. He played a couple rounds.
You're missing my point. I'm not talking about what the game is. I'm talking about the pattern of how the gaming market works. It's not going to be what you want it to be. I'm telling you this from experience. That's why I said Battlefront's a perfect example of it. It's something that happened a couple of years, as a childhood thing. They bring it back.
Battlefield is not rooted in reality.
You can't
because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna modernize this game. It's gonna have different game mechanics than what you played it as. You're gonna be upset by that. They're gonna add microtransactions or some shit to it, and then you're gonna say it's trash. This is EA we're talking about. E fucking A, and you guys are acting like you're having blind, like you're acting like you have amnesia. Like. Okay, for example, outside of Titanfall 2, what was the last shit they dropped that was like absolutely like everybody agreed was fire?
Hold on. But you're saying the EA is gonna fuck it up, but you act like the niggas didn't drop fire with UFC.
They did
because the UFC had microtransactions like that affected the game drastically.
Yeah, UFC 2 was not well received. As a matter of fact, I'll pull TBH's card. I'll pull his video up right now of him shitting on the game. The game got a 6 across the board. What are you talking about? Oh, right now,
I didn't give it a 6.
No, not you. I'm saying I'll pull up your video right now showing you dealing with all the bullshit in the game of how the game didn't work right. Of how you got bullshitted all the time. Don't tell me you did.
I don't remember ever doing a video about me.
All right, here, let me show you the video so I can refresh your memory.
There was some bullshit in that game, but overall it was
exactly. There is bullshit in the game.
But that's every game. But overall, I liked the game. What are you talking about?
That's not every game. That's not absolutely every single game that
There's something wrong with every game.
Yes, there is.
There's not something wrong.
The only problem I had with fucking UFC is I thought Conor McGregor was too overpowered. He needed to be nerfed. That was my main problem with the game. But
that was a lot of people's problem, actually.
Yeah. But overall, it was a solid game. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure you were talking about microtransactions. Then you went to.
Yeah,
no. My whole point has been that EA is a publisher. You guys went all left and right trying to say, "Oh, but
I need you to find that video where I was shitting on UFC." I need you to find that video
because at the end of the day, you still.
I need you to find that video of me shitting on UFC.
EA will fuck it up.
Please link me the video.
And the way you said EA would fuck it up is with the microtransactions, and we proved in UFC it ain't no micro.
I'm still waiting for this nigga to link me that video.
It's not just microtransactions. What I'm trying to say is,
you also said they're gonna change the mechanics, but like what I was trying to tell you is. UFC is branched from fucking Fight Night because Fight Night was so successful. They're not gonna change, they didn't change the core mechanics of UFC. Like UFC still fights the same. Like TBH said, a lot of people's problems was like the balancing issues with certain fighters that would get abused online. That was the issue.
The only way I can see them,
what are you talking about?
I can see them adding little annoyances in the game, but once again, you keep comparing Fight Night or sports games in general to fantasy games. Fight Night at its core is going to be similar. No, I'm saying this is how I can see
what the game is.
No, oh my god.
Unless you're gonna tell me EA, unless you're running for EA, I don't care what you have to say. Unless you have.
No, I'm good. I was getting to it. I said the way I think EA can make it annoying is they can introduce pack openings. The only type of pack openings I could see them doing is when you open the pack. you get a different color glove or a different color hood.
Or maybe you get a character.
No,
now
all the boxers
is ruined.
Not all the boxers are unlocked, bro.
FIFA does the exact same thing. FIFA makes it where you unlock the characters via packs.
That's for a specific mode. That's not for regular online
mode, though.
That's a game mode.
No, and what I'm saying is they'll do the same thing as NBA 2K. They'll give you boosts, or they'll do the same shit. They will find a way. You can't tell me in the current climate
you can't do that to boxing, fam.
Yes, you can. Oh my God, you guys are just acting completely oblivious. We said the same thing about they can't do it about a bunch of other games, but they did it anyways. You don't understand the way
you can't compare basketball to boxing.
Yes,
fam.
you can. Design-wise, it's just flipping some things around.
So why didn't they do it with UFC?
That's the thing. That's a game mode, though. My team, that's only like that in my team.
I'm not saying it's game mode. I'm saying if anybody there has a brain and EA wants to make money off of it.
So what's the My Team mode in boxing? Explain it to me. What's the My Team mode in boxing?
I'm not saying no. See, that's the thing. You're trying to make apples to apples. You're trying to say they have to do exactly what FIFA did. What I'm saying is, here's an example. This is me from a game designer's perspective. If I want to include packs online, I'm gonna do the exact same thing 2K does. There's these bursts or boosts. If you're down or out, you can use this quick pack or card. You can put 3 of them on your character, and you can activate them as a burst in order for you to, like, let's say, get faster recovery for a quick second. No, you see, you're saying nah, but they've done it already with past other games. No one thought they'd add burn cards to a fucking basketball game. That shit sounds stupid. But here we are in 2016.
But hold on. The park is an arcade mode, though. That's not a simulation mode. That's not
it's in the multiplayer. It's in the multiplayer. That's just the point. It's
Fight Night is a pure simulator, though.
They will still do it. It doesn't matter what the game is. That's my whole point. That's the thing you're not understanding. I'm saying you guys keep arguing that it's a different type of game. I'm saying it doesn't matter what the type of game is.
Did they do that in FIFA?
It's EA.
Did they do that in FIFA where you have burn cards and shit?
No, they added it was a card pack. The pack system is basically what they did with FIFA.
And
that's My Team mode, bruh.
What I'm saying is that it's in the game. They're going to add something like it. I'm saying the concept is what they're going to take and they're going to add into your game.
But that doesn't ruin the overall experience because that's for people who play My Team.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys just aren't understanding. I'm
Nigga, you're not understanding. What are you talking about, bro?
No, I get it perfectly clear. I get it perfectly clear what you guys are saying, but I'm saying that's not what I'm arguing. This is the same shit I was talking about with reaction channels. I'm trying to tell you one point, but your minds are so set on another thing, and I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. I can tell you 10 times.
What is the
that's
point?
Not what I'm talking
What is the
about.
point?
I told you 10 times. I said it's EA. They will find a way to fuck it up. Until you can prove to me one time that EA has not tried to fuck up a video game by adding something to the game to make more money off of it, then I'll give you a case. But you cannot tell me outside of Titanfall 2, and that was because it was a special. They still fucked over Titanfall 2. There is not a case you can tell me of EA making you thinking they're gonna make a Fight Night, and you don't think there's gonna be some type of that type of bullshit in the game. If you can give me
I literally just said UFC doesn't have any of that in it. You're still arguing with us.
What are you talking about?
UFC just came out last year. That doesn't have any of what you're talking about.
This Steven has said this.
We've said this several times, and you kept arguing. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist.
They're going to add it this year. I'm telling you.
Also, now they're gonna do it. Oh my God, this is great. He's Donald Trump right now, bro. They're going to build a wall. And by the way, I'm still waiting for that UFC video where you claimed I was talking about it was shit. I'm waiting for the link.
Oh yeah, hold on, I'll give it to you.
Sensational.
Incredible.
Sensational.
Oh man, this game ain't even gonna come out.
Also, I would like to argue.
Yeah, we're arguing over a game that's never been announced.
It's not even out.
What are we talking about? You guys are nerds.
I'm arguing a statistical pattern with EA, but you guys are trying to deny it. Like, oh, here's a one-off game. Oh, it's just UFC, so they're not going to do it obviously by the transfer property.
I'd like to argue that if Fight Night did come out and it had microtransactions, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have ruined it.
That's
all the microtransactions would do is give you a special type of glove, a dance when you enter the ring. It's gonna be cosmetic shit because it's a pure simulator.
Maybe help you level up your.
My point is again, you guys are making assumptions.
Faster, exactly.
You guys are making assumptions that that's exactly what they're gonna do.
The game hasn't came out, and we're all
Well,
making
the reason, okay, we're all
right?
making assumptions. Yeah,
Everybody's
exactly.
making an assumption, and what I'm saying is that
Everybody's wrong.
The difference is the shit I'm saying is backed by fucking past history with EA. You're saying stuff that's like, oh, they won't do that, but they have consistently shown that they will do it to most of their games. But that's one. I said,
but hold on, Ethos. Our point has more merit because UFC is a fighting game. And matter of fact, have you actually played UFC? Because UFC borrows heavily from Fight Night. It plays almost exactly like it, fam. And they didn't do any of that. You keep comparing fucking Titanfall to Fight Night and telling us we're wrong. You sound crazy.
Does a publisher give a fuck what the type of game is?
Okay, we are.
No, they don't. They don't. They care how much money can they get out of the game. Period. That's how a publisher works. They want to get the game out and make as much money as they can off of it.
What you are saying, because the reason why I think we're all being so frustrated is because you said you've played Fight Night at your friend's house. Yes or no?
No. I said FIFA.
Okay. All right. So you haven't played Fight Night. No. Shh, everybody. So you have played Fight Night.
Yes.
How long?
I don't know. It was like a long time ago. I was a kid. Like I barely remember a lot of it, but I remember. So
you must have played the very first Fight Night. The last Fight Night that came out, when it came out, was back.
It was like round
ridiculously
3 or something like that.
Nah, it's Fight Night Champion. It came in 2011.
Fight Night. Yeah. Anyway, the last Fight Night that came out was backed by a ridiculously strong fucking fan base, and the whole thing is
that game is still alive. I can go play it right now. Like I've done it several times. There's still an online community.
What I'm trying to say is, you saying that they could fucking fuck it up and fuck up the core mechanics of the game. That's like saying somebody would take a Rainbow Six game or a Tom Clancy game and being like, all right, well, we're gonna make it Call of Duty now. Like they wouldn't do that. That's retarded. I mean, can't fucking
Ghost
change.
Recon. Yeah.
You're not fucking listening because Ghost Recon still has tactical elements to it.
I guess, but that's. I mean, you said it yourself. This is coming from your foot, Miles, not mine. But you didn't say so.
The most they could do with Fight Night is switch around different controls and add different punch styles. Like you have to keep in mind they're working with their hands are tied because they're working within the bounds of reality. If it becomes a straight up arcade game, then it's not Fight Night. I don't understand what we're debating here.
Thank you.
You put on Fight Night. You put it on. Put the logo on it. You ship it out. That's what it is. You can deny it all you want, but that's what the game is. Like, this is the thing I don't understand, right? You're going off of a bunch of assumptions like, oh, they can't do that, they can't do that. But we've seen time and time EA has, what they've done is they have meticulously made games
the
where
backlash from
been
that
changed.
The backlash from that would horribly destroy the sales.
Bullshit! Don't come at me for 1 second and try to tell me the backlash. EA has been backlashed against every fucking time. Swear to God, niggas be like, oh, this is the last EA game I'm buying. They still buy the next one. They still buy the next one. So, no, I don't buy that for 1 second that the backlash they would receive would be, okay. 2K gets backlashed every year. Niggas still buy that shit.
Well, here's another reason why I know they wouldn't do that to Fight Night. You didn't play UFC. I did, plenty. Mike Tyson's in the game.
Same.
You know that, right?
Same.
And Mike Tyson plays exactly like how he does at Fight Night. They didn't forget how to make a Fight Night game. So you mean to tell me one day they're just going to wake up and then turn Mike Tyson into some type of... They're going to turn... What's the dude from the Dreamcast, Ready to Rumble? They're going to turn Mike Tyson into the black dude from Ready to Rumble all of a sudden?
Right. Or they're going to turn that nigga into Little Mac?
No, what I'm saying is they're going to add new stuff to the game that wasn't previously there, and you'll be like,
we are not debating if they're gonna add new shit. That's fine. They can add new shit. What we're saying is
that's how they do it.
Microtransactions is not ruining the experience.
The only whack thing they did with UFC is they hid some fighters behind pre-orders, but that did not affect the balance in any way because the fighters weren't that important.
You don't understand. They can add to the game new features and functions that work to help the microtransactions. It's not that hard to understand. They've done this before with other games. Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult? Like, for example, the battle pack system, right? That wasn't originally a microtransaction.
We're not arguing that. We're not arguing that.
No, that's my entire point. That's what I'm saying. You guys are arguing a point that I'm saying that's my point. This is exactly the reacting thing. You guys still don't understand. I'm arguing a certain point, but you're trying to say that's not what we're arguing about. Like, that's what I'm arguing.
Because Ethos, we be getting your point years ago, and
so
we're like,
we're done.
That's
so
fine.
Why are you trying to argue a new point when I'm like, that's my entire reason? If you're like, okay, I can see the point you're making, then we're done. But you're trying to argue some way off crazy shit where I'm like,
no,
yo,
I'm arguing the fact that them putting in microtransactions wouldn't ruin Fight Night. Period.
And I would say that's bullshit because it's so easy to add a microtransaction and ruin it by itself.
But the thing is, your credibility goes out the window because you've never even fucking played the game.
It doesn't matter. As a game designer, I can make it. You can give me any game right now, and if I looked at it for 10 minutes, I can tell you, oh, we can do this, this, and this, and add a microtransaction system to the game.
Well, then why don't you go play the damn game for 10 minutes and then come back to me?
All of these games that have come out for the past 2 years have loot boxes and microtransaction systems added to their core.
Sensational. Well, that game came out in 2011, so go on ahead. Go on ahead.
We've been over the card packs, bro.
We've been over the card packs.
That'll be just one game mode. Microtransactions. The only thing that can add to it is if you could boost your character's attributes.
Which they could do.
People don't play as custom characters online. We said this, bro.
Which they could do.
Yes, they can, but they don't do it. Period.
That's who. That's who.
Because of the fucking community.
Hold on. Call of Duty has said for the past 3 years they didn't want to
play as custom characters on UFC.
No, they did not. No, they did not. I can give you multiple examples of communities saying they don't want shit, but they still added it in.
Can we stop comparing fantasy games?
Thank you.
It's not fantasy game. It's a game, period. It's a community. It doesn't matter what the game is. I'm saying it's the pattern by which the publisher works. They don't care. A publisher does not look at a game and be like, oh, this community's the EA Sports community. Oh, I should really give a fuck. No, they don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you right now in a boardroom. You think
that's not what I said, bro.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm saying TBH's point. I'm not talking your point, Steven. I'm saying the TBH's point. You think they really give a fuck about how the Fight Night community is compared to how much money they rake in on Battlefield?
Yeah, they do because I just told you they made Mike Tyson perfectly fine in UFC.
Oh, nigga, if that was true, we wouldn't be arguing this right now. Then you'd have a game right now that was about to come out, but you don't.
You just. Oh my god. You just
give a fuck about the game.
You just talked about the design of the game. Now you're talking about they don't give a fuck about the game, bro. No, you're all over the place.
You just said to me, or Anon, one of you two just said to me, you said, oh, the community would do the community. I'm like, if they gave a fuck about what the community felt, you guys would have a game.
All right, so to recap this conversation, because I'm kind of over it, you believe that there was another Fight Night. EA would make it. Oh my! This is a hypothetical. I'm not saying there is another.
Okay, go ahead.
Hypothetically speaking, if there was another Fight Night, you feel like EA would put microtransactions in it where it gave characters different type of punching boosts or speed boosts or stuff like that. You think that would happen?
No.
Sensational.
What I'm saying is they will find. I'm not saying it has to be punches. I don't say it has to be boosts. I was giving examples as being a designer. Those are ideas I would have of like, oh yeah, we could do this and this. What I'm saying is they will do something. They will add a feature. They will add some sort of system into the game because it is EA to find a way to nickel and dime you to get more money off of you. Does that sound like a far-fetched idea?
I mean, they could also create a good game and then people.
We're talking about EA.
Hold on.
We're talking about EA.
Okay. Ethos, you act like EA's never made good games.
What? Ever. Like what? What in the past 5 years they made outside of Titanfall? I'll wait. And when Titanfall wasn't even them.
You can't ask what good games EA made.
Answer the question. What game that they have in their house for the past 5 years that has been fire? That was really good.
You can't ask us to name one and then get rid of the one good one.
No. I'm talking about one that was like, okay, this is what we're talking about. Like, it was really, really good. Go ahead. Probably like the last one was what, maybe.
I liked Battlefield 4 and 1. What are you talking about?
Before it's broken, so that doesn't work.
Okay, that's your fucking opinion, bro.
Wait, Battlefield 4 was broken is an opinion? Did you just argue that Battlefield 4 broken was an opinion?
I'm saying.
Oh, no. You just said that.
Here we go.
You just argued that it was an opinion.
Are you done?
I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
Because you asked before I even answered the question.
I was gonna say
that's subjective.
What about Plants vs Zombies, Unravel? We're just gonna ignore those games.
Unravel didn't do good.
Look at this guy.
Oh my
god. Sensational.
It was a short game. And also another thing. EA did not back it. They did not monetize it. They published it. I'm talking about games that they personally own that they backed with their own studios.
FIFA gets great reviews every year, fam.
Also, I thought Andromeda was good.
There was no comeback for that.
And you said
NHL 17. NHL 17 is considered a good game.
I disagree.
Also, you said that Mass Effect Andromeda, when we first played it, was one of the best action like third-person games you've ever played.
No, I said movement-wise and combat-wise it was. I did not say the whole game was.
TVH, bro, you was right next to me, bro.
You said
I did
that.
say it.
You said
I
that.
no, I did it because I corrected you. I remember because I corrected you on the second day because you said that. You repeated it, and I said no. What I'm saying is this is the best movement system I've felt for a third-person shooter game, period. I said that.
So you don't think Mass Effect Andromeda was fire?
Oh my god.
I think it has issues. Beating it all over again. I don't think it's the best of the entire trilogy.
Here's my problem. You ask us to give you examples, and when we give you examples, you don't.
You dismiss them.
Take them. Yeah, you dismiss them. So obviously.
So what example? What good example? You still haven't given me what EA game that they have developed that they own
like
from an
6
EA
games, and you were like, nope, it didn't do well.
Which
no,
one?
that was broken.
Which one?
No.
It was broken. It was.
Okay.
So unless you can give me one that was like, okay, it wasn't broken, it was a good game. EA
Battlefield 1 was just fine.
That is true.
No,
hold on. We personally weren't fans of it, but Battlefield 1 was praised across the board.
Battlefield 1 is dead right now. Battlefield 1 has
Look at that. See, you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
Oh
No, you're full of shit because that fucking game has a season pass. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you must be high on something, or you got.
What does the season pass have to do with the gameplay?
That has to do with it being good.
The entire argument was that EA would find a way of adding some sort of microtransaction system, which is in Battlefield 1, or adding some sort of system to get more money off of you, which is a season pass. All these games stated by EA, they are added into there. They will add season pass.
The argument was when it ruined the game.
Hey, thank you.
Yes,
It doesn't ruin the fucking game.
Yes, it is. Because you are the same motherfuckers that we just had a conversation about on GI Rants saying that adding map packs to the game is bad and it ruins the game because it splits up its community. That's the same thing as adding operators or adding any other character through.
But
let's
the
say you're fighting
season
that game.
pass in Battlefield 1 doesn't split up the community.
Yes,
Nigga, you're talking out of your ass. It doesn't.
Yes, it
doesn't
does.
split up them people with the maps.
Yes, it
The
does.
season pass.
The season pass. You cannot play any of the maps unless you own the season pass, unless the person you are partnering with has it. But that's only if he has it, and you can't play it unless he's with you. That is not the same thing. That is a sideways way of making you incentivized to buy it. That is like a demo.
The season pass gives you early access
Titanfall
and new shit.
Titanfall's DLC is free. That is what's right. That what Battlefield is not doing is not right. That is not the same thing.
This nigga Ethos be shouting himself into victory point.
I mean, you can argue all you want, but you know what I'm stating is that you have not been able to diffuse. I will give you what you're saying about UFC. I understand.
You multiple
That's not what I'm
examples.
saying. What? You keep saying that, but you keep repeating the same games. I keep shooting them down with a counterpoint.
We give you multiple examples.
What?
One. Here we go. Bro, can I please speak?
Go. Just give me it.
Okay, what I'm saying is we give you multiple examples and then you shoot them down with the fact of it didn't sell well. I personally didn't like it. This was broken.
I also stated facts about the UFC, which just came out in 2016, and you told me what you feel. You said, nah, I don't think that's going to happen. I was just spitting facts to you about UFC, a game that you didn't play.
Thank you. And you didn't play Fight Night.
2016.
I just said I played Fight Night. I just told you.
But I'm not talking about Fight. I'm talking about UFC. There was no debating that.
Like, why does that matter?
Because I told you that game is almost identical to Fight Night. And all that game is a fighting game with different online fighting modes. There are no microtransactions in that game. There's a season pass, but that just adds fighters and that doesn't break the game because you don't need those fighters.
Again, why does that matter?
So once again, you don't have a point.
They have a season pass. They added a season pass to
the game.
And if you said, and just by principle, you can't argue that because there's characters in a season pass that you can only get through a season pass, it doesn't break it. Yes, it does, because that gives you access to stuff that they don't have access to.
But all those fighters aren't champions. Conor McGregor is the best fighter in the game. Do you know anything about UFC?
I do, but it doesn't matter.
It's rooted in realism. It has those fighters are just bonuses if you want to play them. And I'm still waiting for that link where you said I shitted on UFC.
I will give it for you.
It doesn't exist, nigga.
Yes, it does. There was you were live streaming, and when you live stream, you basically.
I was talking about the balance. I said Conor McGregor is too powerful. That was the only bad thing I had to say. But you're making it seem like I said it's
trash. I punch him in the face and he didn't fucking hit. Or oh my god, this guy keeps wailing me on the ground.
No, I always said he was taking too many punches, but I still beat his ass.
You still shat on the game though.
It's not shit. It's criticizing. It's not shitting. I didn't say it was flat out terrible.
Okay,
I didn't say that either. I was just saying that you're saying.
To put it in perspective, the Super 90 was god tier when it came out in Siege. Does that mean Siege is a bad game? Fucking no! You
It was a bad game when it first came out.
Oh my god, no it wasn't.
Here we go.
Yes, it was. The game had fucking lag issues. The networking was all fucking horrible. You had hackers.
And yet we still played it every day.
Yes, but that doesn't dismiss that it wasn't a bad game for at the time. No one's gonna argue.
No, it was a good game with issues.
Siege was in a good point when it came out.
It was a good game with issues.
Thank you. It was a good game with issues.
Siege was a game that almost failed off the rip when it first came out. It wasn't until they fixed a lot of the stuff that people realized, oh, there's actually a good game underneath here. That's the same thing I'm arguing. It's like, if you can say there's a good game underneath, but if you have something that's broken where you have OP characters, then it has a bad problem.
But it's not OP characters.
You can't argue shit when you say Paragon's a shitty game when they have balance issues too. That's the exact same argument.
I don't argue Paragon.
TBH.
Paragon doesn't have a foundation.
You bitched with them because they didn't have the game balanced, but that's literally the exact same as UFC. But
you're comparing an entire unbalanced game to one unbalanced character that everybody does not play.
And you're going online and everybody's whooping your ass with the exact same character. That's the exact same.
But you never let me finish my sentence because you kept shouting over me. I was still beating the Conor McGregors, if you remember those streams, because I played Fight Night.
I don't, because I don't remember because you barely played the fucking game.
Amnesia. He got selective amnesia.
Yeah, now you don't. He remembers when I shat on the game, but he doesn't remember when I won. Okay.
You uploaded the video of it. That was the only time I remember.
Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link?
I'm still waiting for that link.
Until you.
That's the only Fight Night game I ever.
Oh, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Nope, that's all I needed. I'm done. My case.
That was a video of me trolling.
I'm hearing excuses.
Watch the video. Watch the video. Watch the video.
I did watch the video.
It's a video of me trolling.
Okay, so
it has nothing to do with the balance.
It's the same idea I'm giving you, though.
No, that was a video series that I was gonna do, but I didn't do it because nobody was shit talking.
I gave you the video. You didn't.
Ethos, yo, this man lost. He lost.
No, I didn't. I gave you a good
The funny thing is, I was waiting for you to link that too. That is the only UFC video I ever put on my channel. Now that was a trolling video, and I never did that series because people wouldn't talk shit back to me. I thought I was gonna be able to get it, and so I put out a little preview video. I was like, look, I'm about to start trolling on UFC. But I couldn't get people. That video is not criticizing the game. That's an entertainment video. You sound crazy, nigga.
No, that's just common logic. It's what? Why is this even an argument of an issue? I basically said that this was what you said. You said, "Oh, I wasn't shitting on the game." I said, "Yeah, you were just doing it in this video where you were like, yo, this is some bullshit." And shit
it's literally a 2-minute video of me talking shit and getting my ass beat because I was joking around so much I wasn't focused. It had nothing to do with the balance. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's John Jones in the video. What are you? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I think it's time.
Yeah, I was trying to gather footage. That's right there in the description.
You're seriously making my brain like hurt because like literally I gave you. We went so far where it was like I was saying one point again about how EA would fuck up a game, and you guys are all over about it's because of this game or that game. It's like that's not the point.
Was him trashing the game?
No, I didn't.
Like criticize. Yes.
I said he was just shitting on the game while he's playing it, which he was.
No, but we keep on responding to your point, and then you keep changing it. It went from microtransactions won't ruin a game, which is what we were saying. Like, it won't ruin the core foundation of what the game is. Like, a game can still be enjoyable and just have microtransactions. Nobody likes microtransactions, but that doesn't ruin the game. The shooting isn't bad because of microtransactions. If it's bad shooting in a fucking shooter, it's bad shooting. What we're trying to say is microtransactions will not ruin a game that was good before microtransactions.
The whole point. And I said I can name multiple games where the microtransactions ruined the game. I can give you a list of games where microtransactions were added and it ruined the game. And I give you all these examples and you'll be like, but UFC was another. I'm like, that's not the point I'm making.
But we gave you multiple examples and you shot them down.
What example?
What are you talking about?
Again, you have not. Okay, here. This is how I immediately win the game, and it's over. Give me one game that has a microtransaction that is fine.
Overwatch.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. Overwatch is not. Overwatch is not, because want me to tell you why? Because Overwatch, 1, they limit the amount of skins you can get. You cannot get all of them. 2, you can only get it by leveling up.
What does that do? What does that do? What does that do to ruin the game?
Because you can't. There's no progression in the game. It's the same problem.
Hold on. So would you say
because there's nothing you can
So would you say Overwatch? Would you say Overwatch is a good game with some issues then?
That's not my point. My point is again that the microtransactions ruined a part of the game. Until you can give me, I am still. Halo 5 is ruined. Halo 5 is ruined because of microtransactions.
I'm not gonna lie, like this
this
conversation is whatever, but it baffles me that you're trying to tell me that I wasn't making a trolling video. Like it was a video criticizing the game.
Again, that's a whole other tangent. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. I don't care. You maybe go off on a stupid ass tangent far away. I'm trying to focus on again the main point I was saying about microtransactions.
So you admit you're wrong. Can we establish that? You admit you're wrong.
I'll admit I'm wrong about the UFC, but I'm still, to this time, waiting for you to give me a game that had microtransactions that did not cause a problem with the game.
We said UFC.
And then you shot it.
No, there's not. That does not have microtransactions. I said, give me a game, because you just stated it, Anon. Give me a game with microtransactions, and you said it doesn't mess with the game. Give me one that does that. Give me an example. Because I can guarantee you, I can tell you every single one and be like, that's not true.
No,
that's not true because they designed it.
Okay, are you finished? Okay, first, you're putting words in my mouth, because you said does not mess with the game. I said doesn't ruin the whole game. And also, when you responded to Steven, you said part of the game, not the whole game. So now you're contradicting yourself. Now it was whole game, part of the game, mess with the game.
No microtransactions that both affect the game.
And also,
name a mobile where the microtransactions.
And you choose not to.
I'm still waiting for this list.
Them.
You keep saying that, but you have not.
I told you. I gave you Battlefield 1. I gave you Battlefield 4.
The progression is good because of the microtransactions.
TBH gave you Plants vs Zombies.
Rainbow.
He gave you Overwatch.
These are the most played games that you played.
Plants vs Zombies, I don't think it has microtransactions, unless I'm wrong.
I think it does.
I don't think it does.
It comes from a mobile game, so I wouldn't doubt it.
No, not the Garden Warfare. And I'm pretty sure it does not. The Battlefield 1 was ruined because we had this talk about it a long time ago. It was. The progression was all fucked up. That's why nobody's playing anymore. Overwatch has the same issue because of the loot box system and the way that it's set up. It literally ruins. It does not give purpose to the progression.
That doesn't ruin the whole game.
Apparently it does for a lot of people, because a lot of people would be like, yo, I don't like the way this is, so I'm not playing it. If that was true, Battlefield 1 would not have a dead community right now, if that was true.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't.
Okay, listen.
There's microtransactions in Plants vs Zombies. You can buy coins, which gives you XP boosts.
There you go. Okay.
But it doesn't affect the gameplay.
Battlefield 1, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
What are you talking about? You get bonuses. That means you get faster XP.
XP boost is
yes.
So you mean to tell me somebody who bought an XP boost is a better gamer than me?
No, because they get a faster
because he
speed.
has an XP boost.
They're cutting through the grind that you have to. I can't believe we're arguing this when seriously, like, this is the same shit we shit on other games for doing. The XP boost gives them an advantage because they get a faster chance of leveling up, meaning they're going to unlock more shit faster than you, which gives them the more gameplay tools to use against you that you don't have access to.
I'm gonna ask this question. Wasn't Plants vs Zombies only like cosmetic shit?
Like, no, he just said an experience boost.
There's an XP boost and then there's cosmetic.
XP boost.
So my thing is,
XP boost lets you unlock what?
Cosmetic stuff. That's what I'm.
There you
oh,
go.
is that what it's for?
No, and actual characters. It unlocks characters because I'm pretty sure they use card packs. Actually, no, I remember because there was card packs in the game, and those card packs let you unlock characters, different types of plants and zombies.
That was a mode. That was mode.
That was the multiplayer. I remember it distinctly because when I was at Epic, the girl that I was trying to network with, she was a Plants vs Zombies thing, and she was telling me about that entire system. I was like, how does this work? And she was like, oh yeah, this is this, and they do this and that. And she was like, oh, I was excited for 2, but I hope they fix this and that. Regarding like how the card systems work.
All this extra stuff is whatever to me. All I was arguing is a game rooted in reality, like a fight night. There's not much you could do to it in terms of microtransactions. That's gonna give anybody a type of advantage, or like because it's so rooted in reality. The one thing you're talking about in sports, or you're talking about the one fantasy mode. I don't think you understand like the My Team mode where you can buy. That's a fantasy mode that has nothing to do with the main game. That's for YouTubers so they can be weirdos and scream. But most people don't play that shit. And this is coming from somebody who plays sports games.
And also, I was gonna say like I said earlier, it's kind of hard. Like, see, I can acknowledge that I don't know shit about fucking sports because I don't watch sports. I feel like you're trying to tell us about Fight Night, but you ain't played Fight Night.
Again, it doesn't matter what the game is.
Or you don't.
I don't understand why you don't understand that. Like, you don't need to care about what the game is. Like, that's the thing you're trying to say. Oh, because it's a sports game, it'll be. No, it doesn't. You can always
I'm not
make
saying
a system.
because it's a sports game.
It's a game. At the end of the day, it is a game, and a game mechanics you can modify. It doesn't matter what type of thing it's based off of, or what it's, or it has to be a realistic. I could easily come up with 5 things for you for Fight Night and be like, yo, you can do this, this, and this, and it would still be a realistic game. I could easily be like, do the same rainbow shit, and I could be like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add all the characters, and we're gonna make it where you have to unlock them using credits. Yeah, you get these credits, microtransactions. Either you can unlock them fast using microtransactions, just like Siege, or you can just play and unlock them by playing it. Your game is still realistic. You still have that, but look, I just added a fucking bump in the wall to make you grind and unlock characters.
In fighting games, all the characters are unlocked, fam. There's no unlocking.
Yeah, I was
characters.
gonna say, I was gonna.
Fighting
say,
games are literally about fighting. Even in UFC, all the characters are on. All the
if that was true, Injustice wouldn't be putting 4 characters behind a DLC wall. If all the characters.
You're talking about a fantasy game. Oh my god.
That's a fighting game. It is a fighting game. You fight.
Injustice is not
a fighting game. Yes, it is. It is a fighting game. It doesn't matter. Look, okay, let me ask you this. This is the logic you're saying. This is the logic you're saying. Is Rainbow a shooter?
Yes.
Is Battlefield 1 a shooter?
Yes.
Is Call of Duty a shooter?
Yes.
By your logic, you're saying no, they're not, because Rainbow is a tactical shooter. You have to shoot. You have to tactically do it. But am I still shooting people at the end of the day? Is it still not the genre? It's not a shooter. It's the same thing. Talking about? I named a historically accurate game, I named a tactical game, and I named a modern game, and I named an arcade version.
All rooted in fantasy. It's like based on a true story. Fight Night is just, it's boxing. It's the real thing. It's not based on a true story.
It doesn't
It is
matter.
the story.
It's a game. It is a game at the end of the day.
Hold on. Here's another WWE. You played the
I said that. I was like, WWE is not the same thing as Mortal Kombat. It's not the same fighting game.
They're still fighting games.
But it doesn't have the microtransactions that completely ruin the game. There's nothing you can boost to these people. You don't even get anybody.
WWE is not by EA.
I'm giving you an example of.
I was arguing EA the entire time.
Well, he's arguing the genre because you brought up.
You brought up Call of Duty.
I'm bringing up because they brought it up and tried to say that it's not the same because it's a realistic fighting game. I'm telling you.
So are we working with
an example of a? It's another example of a realistic sport fighting game that doesn't have these things you were talking about, like microtransactions and all this bullshit and boosting attributes. The only thing it has is probably pre-ordering the game.
Are you talking about?
And it comes with an extra character.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about WWE? That does not work. It is not an EA game. It's not an EA game. We're arguing EA games. You guys are. I don't understand this. I keep telling you. I say EA's gonna fuck up a game. Then you bring up a game that's from 2K.
You brought up 2K, comparing it to EA. It's a 2K game.
You said, how could they fuck it up? That's not possible. You can't fuck up a sports game. I said you could do the same thing 2K is doing right now with their burn.
Nobody said you can't fuck up a sports game.
That's not the point. I said you can add microtransactions. You kept arguing the entire time that no, you can add microtransactions, or no, they won't add microtransactions. It won't ruin the game. But I'm like, you can name 5 ways. It's not possible. And I said, yes, it is.
That they wouldn't add microtransactions.
Is the argument not? My case is you can find a way to add a microtransaction to a realistic fighting game such as Fight Night and ruin it. Is that not my case? Is that not what I've been arguing the entire night?
Yes, you're arguing that you can ruin the game with microtransactions, and we're trying to tell you that you can add microtransactions to a game and it not ruin it. That's all we're saying. You can add microtransactions to a game and it doesn't ruin the core fucking root of the game. Is it a good game or not? Like, if a game is good before microtransactions, it can still be good after microtransactions. You're acting like you throw in microtransactions, that's it. That's the end all be all. The game's ruined.
There.
Yeah, like the 2K example, you kept talking about the microtransaction. You have to realize that's a small percentage that plays in the park and plays the My Team. The majority of people who play 2K, they play the Pro-Am mode, which is a simulation mode. That's what you see all the YouTube videos on. So it's like, that's why nobody's really complaining about it.
I see more park videos than I do park or Pro AM, and that's not even considering that a lot of times your matchmaking doesn't even work, or you guys can't even find a game for it.
Oh yeah, that shit's trash.
So
that's because we
No,
don't. We're not, listen,
That's
listen,
because the matchmaking.
the matchmaking. We don't
That's
tolerate
because
that.
nobody's playing it.
No, what are you? They just had a championship where somebody won like $1 million. What
That's
are
a
you talking?
championship. That's a championship.
People are
That's
playing
not
2K. You're bugging, bro.
You realize in order to
bugging.
you realize in order to qualify for that tournament ethos, they have to play online. We don't tolerate their shitty servers, but niggas do because that's all niggas play is 2K. And Pro-Am is the mode.
But I'm saying is that not like an esports mode? Yes or no?
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm gonna assume it's a competitive mode by what you're telling me. They're trying to balance it out. By a competitive standpoint, it is statistically higher that you have people playing in your casual matchmaking than you do in your rank mode. That is every single game.
Rank mode.
You are not gonna find somebody who says our current player base is playing more of a ranked competitive mode than our casual mode. Because the casual mode is one the majority of your fan base plays. That's any game. That's just any game. Siege, you have more people playing the casual mode than the rank mode. You look at Call of Duty, they're playing core instead of the ranked mode. You look at just any game that has both of these options, which I'm assuming is the same as Pro-Am and playing in the park.
It's not though. That's what I'm trying to say.
How is it not?
Because Pro-Am is with 5 people as a team, and
That's competitive. That's comp. That's just like playing Overwatch comp.
No,
playing 5 with people.
Because when we play Pro-Am, it's because
Do you not get a record when you play Pro-Am?
Can you let me speak, please?
Hold on. It's 2 different ways to play Pro-Am. There's the walk-on, and
Yeah,
then
there's a casual and a rank mode.
And
But does it not track your stats?
both of them do.
Does it not put you up in a leaderboard?
Yeah, the park, everything tracks your stats in the game.
The park, the Pro-Am, walk-on, all of that shit. They all track.
I'm saying is in a ranked leaderboard status, does it not keep track of it as a rank in the leaderboards? And because of a tournament, because if this was true, why doesn't Park have tournaments?
Actually, they do.
It seems like you're talking out of your ass, bro.
They actually do, Ethos.
Like, I'm making perfect sense, but it's like you guys are like, no, that's not possible. But I'm like, yeah, it's like honestly, this is
no, but you're making examples for games that you don't play.
It doesn't matter what the game is. At the end of the day, it does not matter.
If you play and you know what you're talking about.
No, it doesn't. You don't understand. It does not matter to a publisher to play your game to understand how to add microtransactions. This is the whole argument we make every single time. We say every single time, these publishers don't know fuck shit about the games. They keep adding shit to games that they don't know shit about, and they keep ruining a lot of these games. Is that not true?
Okay, so I feel like this conversation is going in circles, and I feel like this is where the conversation would end. I would completely agree with you, Ethos, if the last fighting game, the realistic fighting game EA made was Fight Night Champion in 2011. I sat there and said UFC came out in 2016. None of that was in the game, and not only was it not in the game, they had several boxers featured in UFC. In UFC, they played exactly like Fight Night. None of that microtransaction shit was in there, and you keep saying, "Nope, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it." Like, what changed from now until then?
The market.
What?
This was last year. Was literally 4 months ago, bro.
Yeah,
the market. It's that simple. It's the market. Like, hold on,
in this, I feel like we're just gonna talk in circles for the sake of my sanity. I feel like with this conversation, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, we're
just talking in circles at this point.
You're gonna drive me insane, bro.
It don't matter because y'all ain't ever gonna get that game.